The following is a presentation of the OLSH Sports Network. And we welcome you inside the AAC on the campus of Our Lady of the Sacred Heart as the Chargers are hosting the Rebels from Seton, LaSalle on another presentation of Charger basketball here on OSN. Pleasant good evening, everybody. Hope everybody's staying warm here on the 11th of January as we have a great section game on hand for you tonight. As I said, the Chargers and the Rebels getting ready to go at it, the Christian, and I think it should be a good one. Seton LaSalle's got some great players the Chargers are going to have to contend with, but the Chargers have been on a little roll here. Yeah, they really have. You know, the Chargers are putting together some good wins here. Obviously, the last outing here at home against Avonworth, but, you know, that's over with now. They're moving on in here in the section, and Seton LaSalle, obviously, we know is a good team to play, and obviously every time you go there it's tough to win and it's tough to beat them here at home, but they got a player, a Division I player, Mallory Daly. Yeah. She's unbelievable. I mean, she can score in multiple different ways. She's a three-level scorer. She's going to create on the defensive end, so they're really going to have to cue in on her tonight and make sure that, you know, she doesn't have a really good game, but obviously you can't overlook the rest of her players. She makes her team better. Oh, absolutely. And you know, I was talking with a couple players and a couple coaches before you got here during the JV game, and you know, my comment was I think they're going to have to. You're not going to stop Mallory. You're just going to have to try to contain her a little bit and make the other players beat you. Right. I mean, you know, Lonergan and Curry are two that can score from anywhere. Curry likes the three-pointer. Lonergan can beat you inside and outside. So they're a tough team, and the Chargers are going to have to play stiff defense like they have been. And like I said, after the Avonworth loss, they've really turned the page and trying to change their ways. Like 2 wins since then, so let's hope it make it 3 tonight. Yeah, just got to keep stacking wins here, and obviously it's another good chance and opportunity to be in front of your crowd and be at home. And like you said, containing Mallory Daly, and she's fantastic. But for the Chargers, they got to play their game, right? So they got to make sure that on offense they get some good ball movement and they're moving the ball and getting guys involved. And obviously Claudia has to have a good game tonight on the offensive end and the defensive end. But the Chargers, too, when they're coming out in their full court zone pressure, hopefully that create some turnovers and lets the defense generate its offense. But definitely excited to watch the Chargers tonight and see what they put together. Well, it's kind of interesting. It's the teacher and the student going at it. Coach Eckerly coached Coach Jordan Giles in AAU and said she was one of her prime players when she was going through the system, and now the student is going to go at the teacher tonight. And last year, I think last year was Jordan's first year with the program. Yeah, and she missed the one game, right? Yeah, she missed the. It was the away game, I believe. She missed. The one down there. So I'm looking at last year's. What happened? Let's see. We beat them at Seton LaSalle 62-52. I think that was the game that she missed. And then we beat them again here at the AAC 53-42 in the second game we played them last year. So Jordan Giles 0 for 2 against the 0 for 1, because I agree with you. She missed one of those games. Yeah, she did miss one of them. And Carly Lutz over there is her assistant and longtime Point Park grad.
Really good player in her day too. So no, they got great coaching on both sides, which is exciting. Just said what's up to Devin in the house tonight, legend, as we know from OLSH.
So it should be a fun evening. It's all set, and the boys, we talked about this on Tuesday night when South Park was here playing the boys. The boys will be playing Seton LaSalle tomorrow night down at Seton LaSalle. And I just found out today that the freshman team's playing at Seton LaSalle as well tomorrow. So
a lot of Seton LaSalle games.
Yeah.
And I think that was the same way last year. How do they do that?
Yeah, usually when one team is playing Seton LaSalle, the other ones are not far behind.
All my
They're all
memories
bunched
come up from last year of calling all the games. And I'm pretty sure we went to Seton LaSalle and then came back and played them here, I think, on Friday. So they're keeping that section title or section competition for men's and the women here, same game. So
so let's go over let's go over our broadcast schedule here. We are with the Seton LaSalle girls tonight here at the home. The boys will be hosting the Eagles from Keystone Oaks on Tuesday right here at the AAC, and then the boys again on Friday hosting Brentwood.
Not an easy week for those guys, just coming off a big win here over South Park.
Right. So that's next week's games. All these are section games. Now, I think as far as our broadcast goes, we're done with the non-section games until the last game of the year when the boys will be hosting Rochester. So other than that, they all matter here on OSN.
Yep, and you're getting into that time where you're about to play them a second time too. So you're finishing up those first games against all your teams, and then you're going to hit them again and either play home or away against them. So
yeah, I think Brentwood's the start of the second time through, if I'm not mistaken. Did they not play Brentwood already? I'm looking here. No, I guess not. No, they haven't played Brentwood yet. So,
well, Brentwood's the boys. You're looking at the girls.
Oh, I'm looking at the girls. Yeah.
That'll get you if you do that.
I think we did. I think our first.
I think the boys did play Brentwood already.
Yeah,
I think that was the
before
first
Christmas.
game, right? Yeah, that was their very first game on the road.
Right. Yeah. And we beat them. We eked out a win. It was like a close 2 or 3 point win.
Yeah, both teams playing really well right now. They're catching their stride. This is the time you want to catch your stride.
So, yeah, that's what we got going on next week. As I said, it's the Chargers and Seton LaSalle. As you can see there, Seton LaSalle comes in with a undefeated in section, two wins, no losses, 8-3 overall. Chargers 1-2 in section, 9-4 overall, and Chargers coming into, other than Seton LaSalle here, the next couple games, they got South Allegheny and then a non-section game against Swickley Academy and then Keystone Oaks. And that's when the Chargers will be starting the second round through. But
and you got to think here, Al, this is a big-time game because you got Seton LaSalle here at home. Obviously, road wins are tough to come by, and you already dropped one to Avonworth, but you know you got Keystone Oaks again twice, and you got Seton LaSalle, and then you got Avonworth on the road. So, and Seton LaSalle's next one will be on the road. So this is going to be, you know, you don't want to look like that, but far down the road, but you know that this one's going to matter for placing, obviously, because, you know, when we're talking about South Allegheny and East Allegheny should get those wins, but you never know. That's why you play the game.
Well, you got to take care of your home court.
Right.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, they beat East Allegheny one time, the first time, and we'll have the second one right here on the OSN against East Allegheny, but we got to get there first. They got to get through these guys. I'm concerned about Seton LaSalle. I'm concerned about Keystone Oaks. South Allegheny, you never know. They got to play the game, but on paper, the Chargers should be favored in that one.
Yeah, it's just never an easy night.
No.
And you know, you're going against high caliber competition too, and well-coached teams. And again, tonight, you know, you want to play good too, just to keep that confidence and your win streak rolling here, you know. Started to chip some wins away, and now you just want to keep going.
We'll step aside. And we'll be back with the starting lineups and opening tip right after these messages on OSN. Don't go away. Welcome back to the AAC. LaSalle alongside Christian Harbaugh here to bring you all the action tonight. We'll get started with the starting lineups right here. First off, for Seton LaSalle, head coach is Jordan Giles. She will send this lineup out against your Chargers. Starting at a guard position, it's a 5'8" senior, number 2, Valerie Daly. A 5'6" junior guard, wearing number 5, is Tiara Curry. Wearing number 15 is a 5'7" freshman guard, Tony Martin. 5'7" sophomore forward is number 24, Eva Dominic. And number 33 is a guard at 5'11", a sophomore, is Addie Lonergan. Again, for Seton LaSalle, it's Daly, Curry, Martin, Dominic, and Lonergan. For the Chargers, head coached by Don Eckerly. We'll have a national anthem. We'll listen in, and then we'll get you the Chargers starting lineup. All right, national anthem's done. Now, for the Don Eckerly-led OLSH Chargers, his starting lineup is going to sound familiar to the Charger fans. Starting at guard is a 5'6" senior, number 2, McKinley Walsh. A 5'8" senior forward is number 4, Morgan O'Brien. At a guard position at 5'7", a sophomore, number 11, Sarah Dashner. Number 20 is Gia Marino. She's a 5'7" senior forward. And number 22 is Claudia Irillo, a 5'6" junior guard. Again, for the Chargers, it's Walsh, O'Brien, Dashner, Marino, and Irillo. Get a great look there at the cheerleaders as well as the starters for the Chargers as they get announced. We talked about it, Christian. I think the Chargers are going to have to play very solid defense tonight. And we say it every game, but that's the Charger game. They're playing solid defense, getting points off of turnovers.
Yeah, they're definitely going to have to play a good defensive game. They're going to have to be on the glass as well. And we know they like that full court pressure, so hopefully that turns Seton LaSalle over a little bit and they're able to get some easy buckets and easy transition. But obviously the way the Chargers like to play, they like to speed you up a little bit, turn you over, get out in transition. And then as far as it goes for Seton LaSalle, they're going to try to push in transition too. And obviously Daly likes to get to the rim. She can shoot it as well, but she's going to be a distributor too. So you got to try to take her away as much as you can. But like you said, you can only really contain a person like that, somebody who can score at her caliber.
Yeah, you're not going to shut her down. And Daly does it all. She's going to jump center against Marino here for the Chargers. Seton LaSalle in their green uniforms, and they win it back to Curry, and we are underway. Curry goes down the lane, kicks it out to Lonergan, to Daly, top of the key. Irillo on her. Daly finds Lonergan in the corner. 3-shot on the way. Hard off the iron. Dashner will bring it down. Daly is all over her. They tie it up. It's going to be a jump ball. It'll be Charger ball. Nice job there already. Mallory making her presence known.
Yeah, I mean, it was a wide open 3-ball. No contest, but long rebound on the miss and fight for it. Scramble. Mallory on the floor, trying to get one back for him.
Mallory rubbing her right elbow, so let's keep an eye on that. They get it into O'Brien. Dashner inside. Marino gets the first bucket of the game. Gia Marino.
And that was great ball movement with the little bit of pressure shown by Seton LaSalle. A half-court 1-2-2 trap, and just tic-tac-toe. Find the middle and got an easy layup.
Curry at the elbow, down the paint. She throws up the left-handed layup, doesn't go. It's out to Lonergan. Short 3. Mallory picks it up. She gets fouled as she's going up. It'll be Daly at the line for a couple.
I remember talking about Curry last year and how athletic she was and the ability she had in the middle of that zone. Chargers going to have to be aware of where she is.
Marino picks up the first foul of the game. First on the Chargers.
And you don't want to put them at the line for any easy buckets either, especially Mallory.
Especially for Daly, right. She goes 2 for 2 and ties the game up. Dashner to Irillo to Morgan. Back over to Dashner. And we'll set up the half-court game.
And that's all you got to do, break the pressure there in the middle, and then if you don't have anything, set some up. But you can't baseball pass it out of bounds.
Yeah. Turnover Chargers, that's an unforced turnover there.
But the one thing I will say about that, throw it into the stands. If you're going to turn it over, we don't want no pick sixes here.
Exactly.
So just throw it in the stands.
Wait, that's baseball and football. Pick six and a baseball pass, huh? Lonergan over to Curry. Back over to Lonergan. Dashner had thoughts about trying to take that one. They get it into Daly at the elbow. Jump shot. Rolls it in and out. Marino will clear the glass. And here come the Chargers. O'Brien will walk it up. Now she passes it up to Dashner. Here goes Morgan down the paint. Underhand layup. Too strong. Comes out. All right, Rollo with the hustle rebound.
Great hustle there. O'Brien had a great drive. Just couldn't finish.
Walsh goes baseline. Tried to get it to Marino. Seton LaSalle comes up with it on the baseline. It's Lonergan. There's Walsh hustling for it, but it's Daly that's going to bring it up the court. Kicks it over. Easy bucket there for Dominic.
And that's what you don't want there. The transition defense has to be there, and you got to get back.
Another takeaway by Curry and Daly. Lonergan in the corner, back out to Daly. Ball gets tipped, but it gets out to Daly. She launches a long three. That one's short off the iron. Marino has the ball. Lonergan knocks it back into Marino's hand, and here comes O'Brien up to Arillo. Works against Dominic inside the Walsh. She gets fouled. Foul's going to go against Tony Martin, her first, team's first.
And really, it's going to come down to the turnover battle. You know, if the Chargers are going to turn the ball over like that, they're going to have to get back. And that's 3 turnovers in a row there that led to 2 buckets. But for the Chargers, now they earn 1 back. They just got to be patient with the basketball. If they're going to double like that off a missed shot or a turnover, then you're just going to have to flash middle, have your hands ready, and break the pressure.
Walsh goes 1 for 2 at the line. Another foul on Seton LaSalle. I think Daly's going to pick this one up. Her first, team's second.
Well, somebody should be coming out of the game for giving up that offensive rebound on a free throw, but good job by Marino to get in there and get extra opportunity here at the foul line.
Can't get the roll to go.
Got to make them count, though.
Yep. Gia on the back half. Misses both of them, but it's Walsh with the rebound.
Right now, the Chargers
taken
4
away,
offensive rebounds.
Taken away by Daly. She's going to go coast to coast. She draws the foul, doesn't get the bucket, but Daly at the line for a couple. Second foul on the Chargers.
Not too much of a good flow to this game so far. It's been...
I think Marino's getting her second, yes. Quickly, Leah Parker ready to check in. And Mallory has 3 points, all from the charity stripe. Parker does come in for Marino.
Yeah, one thing about trying to contain her, you can't just give her freebies at the line.
Right. 4 for 4 from the line tonight for Daly. Marina or Claudia Arillo, long three for Arillo. Makes it a 1 point, or ties it up actually, 3-3 or 6-6 with that 3.
And that's what she needs to do more of. She needs to look for a shot. I mean, I know she likes to be a team player and unselfish and throws nice passes, but she got to look to shoot the ball more.
Another foul on the Chargers. Walsh will pick up her first, team's third. That one's on the floor, so Curry will trigger from the baseline. Daly, high off the glass, wildly thrown up, and she gets it to go down.
How'd that one go in? I thought that hit the top of the backboard.
I thought she was throwing up, just try to draw the 2-point foul.
I thought it was going to be a foul.
Two-shot foul, yeah.
See, like, that's one right there. Nice passing.
O'Brien.
That's
with a nice bucket.
That was one of those ones where I wouldn't have a comment before, but it led to a bucket, so that's fine. But I was going to say she just hit a 3. She just had a wide open look. But you know what? She passed it up for a better one.
Yeah. Curry goes down, gets a hand in the face inadvertently. Back out to Daly. Arillo bangs with her. No play. They'll play on. Shot up off the iron. Saved by Parker. Chargers chuck it down. O'Brien in the corner gets it out. No, taken away by Daly. And Walsh is going to pick up another foul. That'll be her second, team's fourth.
They could call a foul on every possession so far.
Yep. Walsh will come out. Gallagher comes in for the Chargers. Emily Gallagher.
And Gallagher has been great for the Chargers off the bench.
She's been coming in, giving great minutes, right, exactly. Dominic gets it to Curry. Open lane to the bucket. She'll lay it up and in.
And that's too easy. They can't slice and dice that zone up like that and make a layup.
Dashner brings it across the timeline. Up ahead to Gallagher from the wing. Back out to Dashner. Cross to Claudia. Claudia with a long 3. Off the iron, rolls around. Parker puts it up and in. The putback by Leah Parker.
So far, the Chargers owning the glass, and another big-time offensive board and a putback.
Daly getting double-teamed. Claudia out to Curry, top of the key. She goes down the paint, throws it up wildly, gets the bucket. And the foul. 4 for Curry. Trying to make a three-point play here. 2:54 left. Foul goes against Gallagher, her first. Team's 5th, so that puts Seton LaSalle in the bonus now. And she completes the three-point play.
And that's what you don't want. Another easy bucket that led to an and one, and now they're in the bonus for the last 3 minutes.
Takeaway by Seton LaSalle. Irillo takes it right back. Dashner now up to O'Brien, up ahead to Gallagher. Nice move for the bucket. Emily Gallagher, nice little move. Good feed by O'Brien.
It was a great step through there by Gallagher. Good footwork there.
Curry puts it off the iron. O'Brien pulls it down. Battles hard on the glass. Up ahead for Gallagher. Lays it up for Parker with another bucket.
Again, if the Chargers can just get out in transition and run the lanes, and that's what Parker's doing there, and good feet, good finish.
Chargers take a 1-point lead with 2 minutes to go here now in the quarter.
The one thing the Chargers can't do, though, good job on defense this time, but you can't let that middle be so wide open. Curry keeps getting wide open looks.
Daly finally gets it away. Lonergan, pull-up jump shot off the iron, tracked down by Dashner. Sarah gets it over to O'Brien. Here come the Chargers. 1:40 left in the quarter. Irillo now. She has an open three. Passes off to Dashner. 1.5 to go. 90 seconds in the quarter. Irillo fake the three to Dashner. Looking inside. They get it inside to O'Brien. She gets fouled. She'll be shooting a couple. I think they said Dominic. Yes. Dominic picks up the foul, her first. Team's 3rd.
And both teams doing a good job finding the middle of that zone right now, getting opportunities. They're getting some good looks, and that time Claudia cut right through, almost hit her in the head.
Brian goes 2 for 2. And it's a 3-point lead for the Chargers with 1:20 left here in the first.
That's been back and forth so far. Good entertainment.
Everything I expected, Christian.
That's right.
Here's Curry from the elbow. Air ball. Saved by the Chargers. Here comes Dashner now. Up ahead. Oh, nice save by O'Brien, but goes right into Curry's hands. Up ahead to Daly. Back to Curry. Nice give and go and a bucket. That was pretty.
And again, another turnover that leads to a bucket. Right now, the Chargers didn't turn the basketball over. Seton LaSalle wouldn't have many points.
Air ball saved. Gallagher keeps it in bounds. Here's O'Brien up, underhand layup. Parker with the rebound, knocked out of her hands. Daly has it, goes out of bounds. They're saying off the Chargers with 38 seconds left.
I don't know if they knew what to call there. There should have been like 3 fouls, and then it was an inverted kick, and then it went out of bounds, and it should have been the Chargers' ball, but
35 seconds. Curry brings it across the timeline. 3 on the way. Rattles around. O'Brien brings it down, and she gets fouled.
Call that one on Seton LaSalle, too?
Yeah. 4th. I don't know who is on. Oh, it was on Dominic, her 2nd. Here comes the Chargers with 25 seconds to go. Irillo brings it across the timeline. Dashner. Back to Irillo. 15 seconds. 3 ball on the way. Rattles in and out. Daly brings it down. Mallory now will dribble it up with 10 seconds left. Up ahead. Out of bounds off of Lonergan. Charger ball with 7.9. Comes Irillo down the sideline, pulls up, gets it inside to Parker. And wow.
They're just letting that one go.
Mallory Daly mauled her, didn't get called for the foul, but that's how the quarter will end, with the Charger holding on to a 1-point lead.
Fast-paced quarter. There was a good bit of fouls in that quarter as well, but it was entertaining. The Chargers, I mean, find a way to be up 1 here, but the difference would have been they would have been up 3 possessions or more. They don't turn the basketball over or commit some silly fouls that led to free throws. in a half-court setting, Seton LaSalle hasn't really scored much. Maybe on two possessions.
Yeah, I gotta agree. Yeah, It's just what we were talking about before the game. Their three big players are the ones. Actually, not the three. Lonergan is held off the score sheet. Three players get on the score sheet for Seton LaSalle. The Chargers, 6 players on the score sheet, so they're spreading it out. Seton LaSalle can't just Seton LaSalle can't just focus on 1 or 2 players.
Yeah, no, you're exactly right. And Chargers right now, they're breaking the pressure for the most part. It's some of the silly ones where they're trying to make the long passes, cross-court passes, trying to get out and go in transition, and Seton LaSalle kind of hanging around trying to double team. Just silly mistakes.
Hey, interested in supporting OLSH Chargers? Visit www.olshathletics.org and check out the fundraisers section of the Fan Zone tab for the latest in fundraising opportunities. It'll be Rebels ball as we start the second. Martin hands it off to Daly, works against Irillo. Down the lane she goes, kicks it out to Dominic. Shuffled her feet, turnover. Charger ball.
And again, half-court setting, good defense by the Chargers. Force a turnover.
Just underway here in the second. Here from the AAC, LaSalle. Christian Harbaugh with you. Gallagher. Irillo in the corner. Parker, she gets double teamed, turns into the paint, turn around, throws it up, no good. Lonergan clears the glass. Here comes Daly up the court. Mallory now turns around, finds Lonergan on the trailer. Back to Daly. Thought about the three, but Curry says, I'll take it. Hard off the iron. Nobody around. O'Brien goes up high to bring it down. Here come the Chargers.
Good job again on defense by the Chargers, limiting them to 1 shot and rebounding the basketball.
Ball goes off of Seton LaSalle out of bounds. Sarah Dashner chasing after it, but it'll be Charger ball with 7:04 left here in the half.
That last possession, the last couple possessions, Chargers trying to overload, and it's been working. They're getting looks.
Gallagher launches a 3 off the front iron. Goes out of bounds again off of Daly. Charger ball.
That shot looked good from here.
It did.
It
was
going in. It just hit the front of the
iron. Yeah.
Drops straight down.
I thought, boy, that's dead end.
It's good rotation.
Yeah. Irillo high in the air. Won't go. Daly comes down with a 3-on-1 for Seton LaSalle. Daly goes up, gets the foul. The bucket doesn't go. But the first foul of the quarter goes against the Chargers here. It'll be Dashner picking up her first.
And Daly took a shot there by Dashner.
Well, Daly's deadly from the line. She's 5 for 5 tonight. It's her 7th point.
And they did a good job containing her so far in a half-court setting, just letting her earn buckets by getting a free throw line.
Yeah. She has 8 points, 6 of them from the free throw line. So.
And the Chargers are able to get what they want here on offense end.
And double dribble on Morgan O'Brien. Turns it over. Those are the kind of turnovers you just hate to see.
Yeah, you don't want those turnovers right now, especially when they're moving a ball and getting some good passes, some good looks.
Mallory to Curry in the paint. Mallory down the paint, turns around, comes back, kicks it back out to Lonergan. Thought about the 3, all the way out to Curry. Out of her hands, here comes Parker on the break. Parker, left-handed layup up and in. 6 for Parker tonight.
And Parker
off the bench.
She's having a great game so far off the bench. She's impacted it in many different ways. Rebounding, guarding, getting on transition, finishing around the rim.
All the way across to Martin. Down into the corner. Comes back out. Almost a double dribble there. She almost picked up her dribble. Daly, long 3. Way offline. Follow up by Curry will put it up and in. Another lead change. Seton LaSalle now up by 1.
Yeah, it's going to be the first team to go on a big run of a couple buckets that might win this basketball game.
You never know. Back out to Dashner. Irola work it around the perimeter. Gallagher brings it in, pull up jump shot, a little too strong. Mallory. Daly pulls it in, up ahead. Curry ends up with it. And she'll lay it up and in, and Curry has 11.
But again, Seton LaSalle getting out in transition. Good timeout here by Coach.
30-second timeout called by Coach Eckerly.
Yeah, it's good timeout. Got to break up this little run that Seton LaSalle's going on.
Hey, there's no better way to see yourself as an OLSH student than to become an OLSH charter for a day. All 8th grade students and transfers to grades 10 and 11. You're invited to join us as a shadow for the day and experience firsthand what it's like to be a student here at OLSH. As a student, you'll be assigned a Charger Ally, which is your host for the day, attend the classes, meet the teachers and students, and eat lunch on us. Charger for a Day program began in October, so register now for your experience at www.olsh/visit or www.olsh.org/visit. Excuse me. 3-point lead for Seton LaSalle off of that. Actually, it was a pretty nice play for Seton LaSalle coming down the court.
Yeah, they're doing some good work in transition right now,
They
filling
are.
the lanes and making the right reads, but it's all led off of Charger turnovers.
Iarolo trying to tie it up, but won't go. Still bounds up in the air. All right, foul on Seton LaSalle. Daly picks up her second.
That's 2. I'd go right back at her.
Iarolo open 2 from the baseline, rolls in and out. O'Brien with the rebound, the putback no good. Marino back in the lineup. And we got a jump ball. It's going to stay with the Chargers.
They're fighting down there on the glass.
They are.
And Chargers getting some good looks. Now they just got to finish around the rim. They got to use 2 feet, go into the contact.
Knocked away by Curry. Goes out of bounds, off of Curry. Charger ball.
Oh, wow. They're going to change
We're going to
this
talk.
one.
Yeah, I think it went off of Chargers. It is Seton LaSalle ball. Good call. And the officials acknowledge the Seton LaSalle call.
Getting a little chippy out here.
Yeah.
Some fans talking to the rest.
Yeah.
You love when that happens.
Curry pull up long 2. It goes in for 2. Curry now with 13.
And she's out here cooking. That's a good pull up by Curry. Hey, you know,
What's the term now?
scores.
What's the term now they're using? She's balling.
Balling.
O'Brien in the paint. Gets kicked out. They hustle for it. Mallory, Daly up ahead to Curry. Oh! Ooh, let's hope that Claudia is okay. She come down hard. Aaron Natupski coming out quickly. Claudia says, I'm okay, but Aaron's going to talk to her. That was pretty vicious. A foul is going to go against Claudia, unfortunately.
Yeah, Curry just ducked down.
Yeah.
She went to block the shot.
Right.
Curry ducked down, and Claudia's she's quick and got some hops. She just went right over top of her back. Landed awkwardly.
Yeah, there was nothing.
Yeah, luckily she's okay.
Nothing bad or dirty about that. Got a blocking call. I don't know if this is on Marino. I don't know if she was coming from behind. It is. That's the 3rd on Marino. Quickly, Marino has 3 fouls. She'll come out of the game.
Going right back with Parker.
Parker comes back in. 3rd foul real quick here for the Chargers. 2 on the way from Martin. She gets her first points of the game.
Can't have a wide open catch and shoot on a blob out of bounds like that. She was too wide open.
Claudia, top of the key, gets it over to Dashner. Dashner back out to Iarolo, to O'Brien at the foul line. Parker, whoo, she snagged that one out of the air. O'Brien rolls it in and out. Parker with the hustle rebound. Back to O'Brien down the lane. Doesn't go, but she gets the foul, and O'Brien will be at the line for a few.
And the Chargers right now are just last couple of possessions rushing a couple shots. We're going to get back to the spacing again, moving the basketball, finding the middle of the court, a little bit of an overload.
I don't know who got that. If that was on Daly, that's her third.
I'm thinking it might be. They put 20 up there.
No, that's still from the last foul.
Right.
I don't know who got that one. I think they're trying to figure it out. They're saying 3 fouls on Seton LaSalle. I only have them for 2. We'll have to find out who that foul was on. O'Brien misses the first. Misses both of them. Parker, Irillo to O'Brien. Dashner, they work it around the perimeter inside. O'Brien can't get that one to go.
Just put a lid on the rim.
That trip comes up.
Quarter started.
That trip comes up empty for the Chargers. They trail by 7. Mallory Daly with the dribble. Turns, puts the bucket or ball up. Can't get it the bucket. Dashner ends up with the ball. Taken away by Mallory Daly. She gets the bucket and the foul.
Can't have a turnover like that underneath your own basket for an and one.
4th foul on the Chargers. That one goes against Dashner, her second. Some of the Chargers now starting to get into foul trouble.
And they're struggling to find a bucket. They've only had one since the quarter started.
Oops. Walsh to O'Brien. Under 3 minutes to go here in the half. Chargers trail by 10 now. All the way across court to Irillo. A little bit of a travel.
Yeah, it's just the turnover woes right now. Missing free throws, missing easy ones, and giving up turnovers that are leading to Seton LaSalle buckets.
2:40 in the quarter, in the half actually. Basically, Seton LaSalle is in the bonus right now. Chargers with 4 fouls. 5th one will put Seton LaSalle at the line.
Yeah, you got to try to not foul this last 2.5 minutes.
Lonergan from Neville Island won't go, but Curry ends up with it. Irillo all over her. Takes it away. Claudia lays it up and in.
She needs to get more of those. Great defense, good active hands, get deflection and a steal, and run out for a layup.
Curry thought about the 3 into the paint. She'll lay it up, get the bucket, and the foul.
And just give it right back. A little bit of overplaying on defense there by the Chargers. They get out of position, and Curry is super athletic. When she gets a ball around that elbow area, she can make a play.
Parker picks up her first foul, the 5th on the Chargers. Curry trying for the 3-point play. She's got one traditional already. Can't get that one.
And then you don't come up with the rebound. It's just
Lonergan.
Tough second quarter here for the Chargers.
Yeah, it really has been. Daly saves it to Lonergan in the corner. Curry brings it up top. 2 on the way. From Martin gets her second bucket. And it's a 12-point lead for Seton LaSalle.
Both of Martin's buckets are just catch and shoot. She's ready to shoot it.
Ball gets to O'Brien. She lays it up and in.
And the way this game's been played, the Chargers can definitely chip back here, but
Yeah.
they got to limit the turnovers, get rebounds, limit Seton LaSalle to 1 shot, and stop putting them at the free throw line.
Daly with the 1:10 left. She pull up jump shot way off the mark. Irillo tips it over to Dashner. Here come the Chargers with 1:02 left. O'Brien.
You got a flash of the basketball here.
To Walsh, to Parker in the paint. kicks it out to Irillo. Open three on the way. Hard off the iron. Chargers have it. It's Walsh to Parker. Put back, and she throws it up.
Parker having herself a night here.
8 on the night for Leah so far.
Yeah, they got to keep finding her, and Claudia's got to keep shooting the ball too. I mean, that was a wide open three. It was a good shot. Just missed it, but she's got to stay with it here.
Seton LaSalle with 31 seconds left playing for the final shot, looks like.
Travel.
Kicks it out. Curry turns at the free throw line, throws it a floater up, no good. O'Brien clears the glass. 20 to go in the quarter. She draws the foul on Curry. That's her first. Team's third.
And everybody is so quick to put the ball right on the deck when they get a rebound. Seton LaSalle every single time is trying to pressure off a miss. So you just got to catch the ball. You got to clear them out. Where's the old school little elbow things?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Be strong with the basketball and then clear out. They double, send somebody middle.
Tried to get Parker in the corner, too tall for her. She tried to play a little volleyball with herself, but couldn't save it.
Yeah, they needed to swing the basketball there. They only had 8 seconds left on the clock. Should have took the last shot.
Down to 3. Mallory, a long 3 off the iron, and that will do it for the half. With the score, Seton LaSalle 32, Chargers 24 here from the AAC. Don't go away. We got halftime coming up. We'll have you stats and all kinds of good stuff right here on the OLSH Sports Network.
I personally love the family environment of OLSH, and that's what I saw from my first day coming in as a freshman. Everybody was kind and helpful.
All the teachers and all the students, we all treat each other like family, so it's more like a homey type feel.
You get to know everyone who goes here.
It's like a community. Everyone's together and we're all just like a family.
I think I've grown more religious through the teachings and understanding the religion better.
With the amazing theology teachers and getting the chance to go to church every week, it's definitely expanded my faith.
Different things like Cairo retreat or being able to come to confession or go to adoration here in the chapel every day gives you really a good opportunity to connect with God and express their faith and not feel shy about it.
The teachers are incredible. They make you feel like one of their own kids.
I feel comfortable going to them at any time for whatever the need be, and I know they always have my back to help me.
They get to know you personally and get to help you in different ways.
They're not just worried about your grades, they're worried about how your feelings are. They care about you more.
OLSH is a place where you can get involved in a bunch of different things.
It sets you up for college.
It's a school full of many opportunities that'll help you grow, not just spiritually, but also just as a person in general.
OLSH is one big family. Everybody knows everybody.
OLSH is challenging adventure and it really just is an amazing experience.
.24 is the score. OLSH trails by 8 here at the AAC at the half. I'm LaSalle. Christian Harbaugh sits right to my left. And so far, pretty much what we expected, Christian. As you said it in the first half, and I think you nailed it. The Chargers might even have the lead if not for their turnovers in the first half.
Yeah, the Chargers really came out in the first quarter. They were playing well. I mean, they did have some turnovers and led some runouts, and they fouled a couple times, put the Rebels on the line. But other than that, they were moving the basketball, spacing. There was some overload with Seton LaSalle's zone that they were finding some good looks, and they were owning the glass. They're still owning the glass. But the problem then became in the second quarter, they couldn't make shots. They couldn't find the bottom of the rim, missed a couple free throws, and then too many turnovers that led to runouts and then put Seton LaSalle at the line. But right now, Curry and Daly have been the difference.
Yeah, it's let's go over to scoring real quick. First for Seton LaSalle, leading all scorers is Tiara Curry with 15. Mallory Daly has 11. 4 points for the freshman Tony Martin, and Eva Dominic has 2 for the Rebels, 32 points. As for the Chargers, spreading it out, leading scorer for the Chargers off the bench is Leah Parker with 8, followed by Morgan O'Brien with 6. 5 points for Claudia Irullo, 2 points each for Gia Marino and Emily Gallagher, and 1 point for McKinley Walsh for the Chargers, 24. Foul-wise, Gia Marino with 3 fouls for the Chargers. Sarah Dashner has 2. McKinley Walsh has 2. So those are the girls we're going to have to watch. Now, I'm going to have to go check when we go on next break. I forgot I was going to go check on the fouls for Seton LaSalle. I have Seton LaSalle. This is what I have in my book. Mallory Daly with 2 and Eva Dominic with 2 for them. There's single fouls for Curry and Martin, but there was another foul called in there that I didn't get, so I'm going to find out who that was on.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see if it was on Daly, and she plays aggressive too, so
right.
You might be able to get her to pick up her 4th here in the third quarter. And there's a lot of game left, obviously. Coaches in there making some adjustments, but I think for the Chargers, they knew what they needed to do. Now it's just about finding a way to calm down a little bit with the Rebels trying to pressure them and turn them over and speed them up. Calm down, find the middle of the floor, spacing, make your passes, keep owning the boards, and then don't foul as much, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Other than that, they've been pretty good.
Right.
Now, the one thing they can't do in this second half is let Lonergan come in and make some threes, because she's been quiet tonight, but that doesn't mean that she's not going to get hot in the second half and make some threes.
Well, we had a couple attempts at baseball passes in the first half. And hey, you want to save the date? And this is a little segue. You want to save the date and join us on Wednesday, February 7th at 7 p.m. as OLSH's Speaker Series welcomes Roberto Clemente Jr. This event is free and open to the public. You can visit www.olsh.org/speaker series to register to attend. Well, how exciting is that?
Yeah, you got to check that out for sure. Those guys are awesome. Got to meet him a couple times. He's great.
Also, get your Charger essentials at www.olshgear.com. Anything from sweatshirts to pajama pants and hats, got you covered. Gear up for the latest Charger fashion to support your favorite teams during this winter season. That's www.olshgear.com. Also, you're going to want to join Mrs. Jessica Selman and Mrs. Kathy Newbert in the OLSH Auditorium Wednesday, January 24th at 6 p.m. for our 2024 Scholarship and Tuition Assistance Informational Night. The event is open to all current or prospective families with students who plan to or are already attending OLSH. For more information, email J. Selman, that's JSELLMAN @olsh.org. I'm going to go check the files. If we want to step aside, we can, and we'll be back for second half action here as the Chargers trail 32-24. Looks like we're done. And it goes on its own, so it'll come off. Oh, we're back. Sorry about that little back talk there. I was looking to see if the commercial was over, and it was. So I was over there checking. Mallory Daly does have 3 fouls. That one foul was on her late in the half there. So that's something to keep an eye on, as you said, Christian.
Yeah, it can change a lot here. The way she plays, she's super aggressive. And for the Chargers, you know, I'd be going in the locker room talking about that and now coming back out and being like, well, how can we execute this? Where can we go? Now, I know they're playing a zone and stuff, but you got to try to find a way to attack her.
Yeah, I dribble right at her and make her force her to either get out of the way or, yeah. So 32-24 is the score. You see it there. We're ready to go. Second half.
Chargers had a long halftime there. They came out right here, right at the buzzer.
They didn't get any warm-up shots.
So, no, he was making a lot of adjustments, I guess.
All right, here we go. It'll be Rebel ball to start the third quarter. We are underway. Glad you could join us. OLSH, Christian Harbaugh here at the AAC section action game. Martin with the shot, no good. Rebound comes out to Curry. And we're gonna get a travel. Curry couldn't maintain her pivot foot. Turnover, Charger ball.
There's been a couple of those travels on both sides tonight. Some weird ones you didn't think they would call, but they did.
Dashner all the way cross court. Mallory Daly says thank you very much. Comes up against Dashner. The rebound is brought down by Morgan O'Brien, and that was a good play by Dashner just to get into Daly's way.
It was, but it would have been better if she would have took a charge.
Well, here comes Martin on the takeaway. She throws it up. She traveled before she got the shot off. Another turnover and a sloppy play here coming out in the third quarter, Christian.
Yeah, just too many turnovers by both teams here. And again, the Chargers got to cut down those cross-court passes. They're reading those. Those are ones that everybody wants. Those are the pick sixes.
Yep. Dashner now will set up shop. Just underway here in the third. Morgan O'Brien at the free throw line kicks it out to Walsh. And there's another cross-court pass, another interception by Daly. Daly against Dashner again. She throws this one up and it rolls in. 13 for Daly on the night.
Well, you can't give Daly too many of those. She's going to capitalize.
Coach Eckerly takes another 30-second timeout. And he's probably going to tell him exactly what you said, Christian. Stop the cross-court passes.
You got to shorten up these passes. And right now, move the ball side to side on the perimeter. And you know what? You got to use your pump fakes, right? That's stuff that they teach you at a young age. Use your pump fakes, triple threat. But I don't know why the Chargers went away from being able to get the ball in the middle and then swing it weak side. You know what I mean? They've got those. And then the other thing is they've been able to get the overload, but they haven't went back to the overload again. But right now, Daly has 3 pick sixes, and she's capitalized on 2 of them. And you can't keep giving her opportunities like that, or this lead will balloon up to 20.
Yeah, it will. Yeah, you and I were talking off air at halftime. Seton LaSalle has not had any substitutes. It's been their starting 5 the whole way.
Yeah, they've been, you know, and hopefully they're wearing down a little bit, and that's what the Chargers are trying to get them to do, get on transition.
Irillo hands it off to O'Brien now. 6:45 to go here in the third. Irillo grab and shoot, no good from three-point land. Here comes Curry across the timeline. Hands it off to Daly. Lonergan stepped on the sideline, turnover.
And Seton LaSalle having some careless turnovers as well. The Chargers just got to find a way to capitalize.
Here comes Dashner now, 6.5 to go. Over to Irillo, inside to O'Brien. Walsh underneath the bucket, can't get it to go. Daly comes out of the crowd with it. Up ahead to Curry, to Lonergan. Jump shot from baseline, doesn't go. Dashner will clear the boards. Come the Chargers. And the pass goes into the student section. Right idea. I like what they were doing.
It's got to be a bounce pass.
Yes.
It's got to be a bounce pass. It's got to be easy for them to handle. And right now, and it was just that O'Brien found Walsh diving down to the rim. She got to finish that.
Irullo gets the steal, but it's going to go off of Irullo out of bounds. Rebels will have the ball. 5:53 in the third.
We've had a tale of a couple different games here. First quarter was like a lot of fouls, low scoring. It was close. Second quarter, all Seton LaSalle, and then this quarter, it's been pretty much turnover and sloppy.
Oh, nice pass by Mallory into Dominic. She gets her 4th point. Nice bucket there. Easy layup. Marino in with her 3 fouls. Long 3 on the way off the iron. O'Brien put the putback no good. Mallory Daly comes down with it. She'll bring it up the court herself. She offensive foul on Daly. That's her 4th. Four fouls on Daly now.
And these are the ones, and Coach Giles is talking about it right now. These are the tough ones. Now, obviously, block charge calls are all judgmental kind of calls, but that one, she doesn't fall, right? And now you don't have to fall, but she didn't extend her arm either.
Curry with the intercept. She brings up Tierra. Can't get it to go, and Walsh comes up the court. I think what they were calling was an arm bar on Daly on that foul.
Yeah, and like I said, I don't know, and Coach Giles is questioning that she didn't extend it, but nonetheless, that gives her 4 fouls.
Yeah, that's 4.
It can change a lot now, but she's going to play the rest of the game until she either fouls out or the game's over.
Yeah.
They're not going to take her out.
Marino ends up with that ball. Chargers coming back the other way.
But the Chargers got to be aware of that, though. This is one where you got to go right at her because she's not going to foul you at all. She's not even going to attempt to try to block you or anything.
Lonergan thought about the 3, hands it off to Daly. And what I don't like about the Chargers right now, Christian, is they're forcing these long passes that are easy to intercept.
Yeah, it's just move the ball around the perimeter, make the right pass, make the one next to you. Don't make the one across the court every time.
Foul on the Chargers. That'll be the 3rd on Dashner.
But I think Coach got to put Parker back in. She's made a big impact right now. She's sitting on the bench. She needs to get out here quick.
Lonergan on the wing, works against O'Brien. That one's taken away by Claudia Irullo. Bounced around a while, she ends up with it. Over to O'Brien. O'Brien into the paint, underhand layup. Can't get it to go. Who's underneath? Daly, she gets fouled. Second foul on the Chargers. I think O'Brien's going to pick this one up. If it is, it's her 1st. It is.
That was a good drive by O'Brien. She just got to get that one up on the rim.
Here comes Curry up the court. Hands it off to Lonergan. She launches a long 3 off the iron. Marino will clear it. Here come the Chargers. 3:40 to go in the 3rd. Irullo underneath.
Nice pass.
There's Marino. Nice. That's what you're talking about right there, Christian.
Yeah, it's just the easy passes, the drawing a defender, getting it in the gaps like Claudia did. Get some penetration in that zone, and then you find somebody wide open.
From the elbow, nothing but net for Daly.
And she's good enough to go either way, right or left there, so you can't just open up and invite her down the lane. She makes a nice pull-up jumper.
Get it over to Walsh, inside to O'Brien. O'Brien goes up, lays it up and in. Morgan O'Brien has 8 on the night, and we're back to a 10-point lead for the Rebels. Comes Daly, top of the key. Dominic to Daly. Kicks it out. Curry thought about it, hands it off to Lonergan. Oh, I thought she traveled there, no call. There's a 2 for Martin.
And Martin's 3 buckets have been difference makers. That's 6 points. They heard just wide open catch and shoot.
From the freshman. O'Brien inside to Marino. There's a nice play by Morgan O'Brien to find Marino. for the easy bucket. Marino has 4 in the quarter. Timeout called by Coach Giles.
The Chargers should be scoring at will like that every single time. I mean, it's there. They're just not making the right reads, but the last couple possessions, they're penetrating the gaps, and they're getting defense to collapse on you, and then you're finding people over the top and behind the defense for an easy layup.
The way it's been going, though, Christian, I'm looking at these overhand passes, and I just cringe every time because those are the ones they've been thrown out of bounds or been intercepted.
Right. And the last 2 times, it's been more crisp. Man, but basketball is such an easy game, Al. I promise you it is. I promise you. It is very simple. But, you know, it causes a lot of, you know, chaos sometimes. So you have to be poised, take your time, draw the defenders. If a defender comes and helps, right, who's open? The next person. So you kick it, right? It's a simple game.
It's the same as hockey.
I know. It's the
same
thing.
as hockey. Yep. 5 guys on the ice other than a goalie.
Right. You draw a defender, you pass the puck.
If they're double team you, somebody's got to be open.
Somebody's open.
With a 10-point lead, we're back underway. Approaching 2:15 to go here in the third. It's Curry with the ball. Tiara down the lane. Underhand layup. It gets knocked out of her hands. She goes down hard. She's not feeling too good. That shot no good. Timeout called by the official for an injury here. It'll be Seton LaSalle's ball as Mallory Daly came down with it. She's twisted her ankle.
I don't know if she fell on somebody's foot or stepped on somebody's foot.
I couldn't see, yeah. But hey, while we have a minute, you also want to save this date for OLSH Spring Open House. Thursday, March 23rd from 5 to 7 p.m. Explore all that OLSH has to offer and see what makes OLSH the best independent Catholic high school in our region. And this will be the first substitute for Seton LaSalle as Curry couldn't put any pressure on her right leg. I don't know if it was her ankle or that's what Aaron's looking at now. Like, oh no, she's looking more at the knee.
Yeah, and I think it was a little bit of a collision play.
Yeah.
I think she tried to go up with it, got fouled maybe, and then kind of came down wrong. They didn't call anything.
Nia Hatton comes in for Seton LaSalle.
Well, that's going to be a big loss here in this second half. You got her going out, and you have Daly with 4 fouls. That's 10-point game. Just seems like the Chargers could be winning now.
Daly from the free throw line. She gets fouled. And is this going to be Gallagher or Arillo? It's going to be Gallagher with the foul. Her second. Third for the Chargers. Minute 53 left here in the third. Wide open is Dominic, and Marino picks up the foul. That's going to be 4 on Marino.
And here comes Parker.
Yep, Parker quickly off the bench.
They missed a travel there.
Yeah. Dominic at the line for a couple. Gets the first. 5 for Dominic tonight, the sophomore. Parker does come in. Marino has a seat with minute 52 left here in the third. Dominic can't get the second one. Rebound by Daly. That was huge. Lonergan, long three.
And those are the ones they call daggers. He can't give up an offensive rebound on a missed free throw.
First points of the game for Lonergan. Come here and make it a 14-point lead for Seton LaSalle. Here's O'Brien at the elbow. Wide open is Walsh. They get it down inside to Parker. Morgan O'Brien with the underhand layup. She gets her own rebound, puts it back, and good.
Just wants to pad the stats. That's all. Good job staying with it there. But what I was going to say on that last trip, we said we can't leave Lonergan getting open, wait too many times, and from 3. And here she goes again.
They throw it around. Daly ends up with it. To Lonergan. 3 on the way. High off the iron. Seton LaSalle comes down with it. Daly gets fouled. She'll be shooting a couple. That'll be the 4th foul on the Chargers this quarter. And then O'Brien picks up her second.
That's a 5th foul now, but somebody's got to box somebody out.
I missed one then. She is perfect from the line tonight. Daly is.
They got to box her out. She's getting too many offensive putbacks and fouls.
She's 9 for 9 from the line.
Shooting it well.
Gallagher in the corner, trying to get it to O'Brien. Daly is there to intercept. Walsh is going to foul her. That'll be Walsh's third, and that puts Daly at the line for 2. As we are in the bonus now. That's not the player you want at the line.
This isn't the way you wanted to finish this 3rd quarter, too. With Curry going to the bench being hurt and Daly having 4 fouls, Chargers got to make something happen. Instead, this lead is going to balloon to almost 18, 16 points here.
Annabeth Grayson comes in for Walsh with her 3 fouls. And 11 for 11 from the line for Daly. 30 seconds to go here in the 3rd. Claudia gets to Parker, out to Gallagher. Gallagher kicks it back out to O'Brien, top of the key. Down the paint she goes. She gets it over to Grayson. Inside. Parker can't, or no, O'Brien couldn't get it to go. And this will be another foul, and that'll put one of the Seton LaSalle players at the line. I don't know who got the foul. It's going to be Parker with her second.
And those fouls can't happen either. You can't foul 94 feet away from the basket. It's just, especially the person who hasn't missed a free throw all night.
Daly. I was thinking it was Hatton that had the ball, but it was Daly in that scrum. 12 for 12 from the line.
I don't know if you can jinx her.
She's just deadly. And she gets the roll. Shooter's roll.
Shooter's touch.
Here's O'Brien, or Arillo. Gallagher with a 3. Couldn't get it to go. Here comes Daly with 1 second left. That one's no good. And that's how the quarter ends. Not good for the Chargers. 50-32. Seton LaSalle opens up their lead.
Yeah, it's just a tough way to finish that quarter. It was pretty much around anywhere from a 8-point game to a 10-point game to a 12-point game, but now you got an 18-point game, and Daly's making hay at the free throw line there, and she's just changed this whole game right now.
Oh, yeah.
And with 4 fouls, which has been impressive to watch. I mean, just her activity and on the offensive boards.
She scored, just to show you how much she took over in the 3rd quarter. She scored 11 points the entire first half. She had 10 in the 3rd quarter.
Yep. And again, we talked about when Curry went out with the injury, you know, you said, oh, man, maybe the Chargers can make a little crack at this thing in a run, but because Curry was having a great game and a terrific first half, but now Daly just took over, and just like that, the Chargers are going to need to make a big run here in the first 2 minutes of this 4th.
Well, hey, if you want more information on the OLSH Chargers for rosters, stories, and more, visit www.olshathletics.org. I'm going to send out special thanks to our website sponsor, the Covenant Financial Advisors. This is the time where I always send out a greeting and a shout out to Sister Francine in the house tonight. She's in the sister box down in the corner. 4th quarter, we'll start with Chargers with the ball. As Matt Fargo always says, let's play a 4th. They got 8 minutes up on the clock, and here we go. Chargers trail by 18. Gallagher, 3 on the way. Off the iron, no good. Gallagher tracks down her own rebound. Dashner to O'Brien. Inside, the ball's tipped by Dominic, goes out of bounds.
Gonna need one of these 3-pointers to go down for the Chargers to make a run at this thing.
O'Brien.
Oh, give it to her. Parker was right wide open.
Gallagher with the floater, no good. O'Brien with the rebound, puts it back up, no good. Parker has it. She throws it up, rolls around in and out. Lonergan comes away with it. And the Chargers now shooting with a lid on the bucket.
Yeah, and it was just like the second quarter where they just couldn't buy a bucket. And right now, same thing's happening again.
Hatton traveled.
Right now, that's what you want to do on defense. You want to make sure that Daly gets rid of the basketball, double her, make somebody else make a play.
Here comes Daly, all by herself. Lays it up and in. 23 points for Daly tonight. Well, who got the bucket for us that last time?
Oh, we didn't score.
It's got 32 up there.
We had it the whole time.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, it was 40-32, yeah. Here comes Daly with a 20-point lead. Dominic goes baseline. She traveled. Turns it over with 6.5 to go. Claudia Irillo. Chargers need to try to claw their way back into this one. There's that cross-court pass. Wide open, though, for the three. Can't get it to roll. Daly with the rebound. Taken away by the Chargers. And I think Parker's going to get the foul on Daly. Yep, no, Gallagher's going to pick it up. That's her third. Marino comes back in for the Chargers for Gallagher. Walsh comes back in for Parker, or either way.
Yeah, and just like that, the Chargers just, time's not on their side right now to try to chip back at this thing.
Wide open is Hatton. She traveled, trying to get her feet set.
Every time the Chargers have been able to get the ball out of Daly's hands, see LaSalle's turned it over, but they can't capitalize on it.
Inside to O'Brien. She traveled, trying to get down the lane.
Have you ever seen so many travel calls in one?
No, and they're legit, too. That's the thing.
No, they are. I mean, we had to have 25 travels tonight. And we're not kidding.
And nobody has a ticket to ride, that's for sure. Lonergan. And there's another travel.
I feel like we're in the twilight zone right now. What's going on here?
I feel like I'm at the ticket counter at Southwest Airlines. Everybody's trying to travel. O'Brien with the underhand layup. Gets the bucket and the foul.
That's what they should have been doing all night. And they found that a little bit in the first quarter and kind of went away from it.
Lonergan picks up her first.
Good finish by O'Brien there.
Can't get the three-point play. Man, that rattled in and out. Daly ends up with that scrum. Up ahead, and they throw it back to Lonergan. Launches a long three, and down it goes. Lonergan has 6 points, 2 shots from beyond the arc tonight. And it's an 11-point or 21-point lead.
She's just been super effective on the defensive end as well.
Irillo can't get it to go off the iron, but a rebound put back up by O'Brien. She gets fouled. That one's Hatton picks up her second. No, that was from before. O'Brien gets the first. I think Hatton just has one. Two for two on that trip. Chargers cut it, lead to 19 now. Seton LaSalle, Lonergan with a three. Off the iron, no good. Rebound brought down by Walsh. Hands it off to Marino. Marino up the court. Slows it down. O'Brien on the fly. Ball's knocked out of her hands by Daly. She shoots it up court, and Dashner takes it away. Here comes Arillo. 4.5 to go. Arillo with the floater, no good. And Daly with the rebound. Nobody there but green and gold.
Just a little bit of back and forth game here.
Another foul on the Chargers. That's the third.
Chargers just can't find a bucket.
Dashner picks up her fourth. 2 Chargers on the floor now with 4 fouls, Marino and Dashner. Over to Martin, to Lonergan. She's double teamed, comes out to Marino. Jump ball is called.
Thought they were going to call another travel.
Seton LaSalle will end up with the ball. Call an Uber.
That's where we're at now.
Martin's taken away. O'Brien with the layup. Chargers have 6 points this quarter. All of them belong to number 4 in white.
Yeah, you got to get a couple more like that now. Keep trapping. Trying to create a turnover. There's another one.
Daly into the point. That's a foul on Arillo. Charger fans don't like that. It's to be a second on Arillo.
That one was really bad there.
4th on the Chargers. They got 1 on Arillo. I have 2, but timeout called by Seton LaSalle, full. Hey, save the date for the 34th annual Love Walk for the Poor. That's sponsored by the OLSH Campus Ministry, and it'll take place at OLSH on Sunday, February 11th. Hope to see you there. Well, I've got both teams with 3 timeouts, so that's not really going to be an issue, I don't think, for Seton LaSalle.
No, right now, I mean, Chargers just the time's not on their side.
No.
And it was just unfortunate because it was a great game, and the Chargers did some really good things. It was just that second quarter, they struggled to score, and then in the third quarter, same thing, struggled to score a little bit, and now you know you're down in a little bit of a deficit going into the fourth quarter, and now you're trying to chip back at it, but just running out of time.
Yeah, the turnovers and Mallory Daly just decided to put the team on her shoulder in the third quarter.
And not to mention, I'm sure if you counted up the free throws, I mean, the way Seton LaSalle got the line and made free throws and the Chargers didn't.
Right. Ball goes out of bounds off the Chargers. It'll be Seton LaSalle's ball. Back underway here. Lonergan will trigger in for the Rebels. They get it in to Martin. Taken away by Arillo. And Martin takes it right back. Gives it up to Daly. Dawn Eckerly wanted a foul there, but no call.
Well, they're holding that whistle. They're not going to call that 5th one on Daly.
No. Hatton hands it off to Lonergan. 3 on the way. Nothing but net. And we worried about Lonergan the whole game, and she didn't get hot till she didn't get her first points until the third quarter, and she has 9 points now, all from beyond the arc. Arillo, an open 3. She can't get it to go, and it comes right to Martin. Tony gets it off to Daly. Blocking foul by Arillo. I've got 3 on her now, and that's 5. That'll put guess who at the line.
Oh, one more.
Oh, my count was off then. Get it into Martin at the elbow. Dribbles it down into the corner, gets double teamed. She dribbled it on the sideline. Turnover, Charger ball. 30-second timeout's trying to be called by Coach Giles, and she gets it. So Seton LaSalle takes another timeout. 2:55 left in this one, and 20-point lead. You got to say the Chargers going to fall to 1-3 in section. That's That's tough to climb out of.
Right, no, for sure. And that's what we said. We knew that this was a big one tonight at home. And trying to get this one before you have to go and play Seton LaSalle on the road in their gym, which is tough to play in. You know, you got Avonworth on the road as well. And
well, on Monday, this Charger team will travel to South Allegheny, take on the Gladiators down there at their gym. Nice people down there. Daly now gets double teamed with 2:50 to go. I'm amazed that Mallory Daly survived the second half with 4 fouls.
yeah, I mean, there was a couple questionable ones, and she's super aggressive, but nonetheless, stays in the game.
Arillo gets the roll.
And
Claudia.
She really took over the game in the third quarter. Whenever Curry went out, she just started saying, hey, look, I'm going to make plays, make sure we win this game on the road.
Ball goes out of bounds off of Seton LaSalle. Charger ball. Mallory says, I need some help.
And hey, I've seen crazier things happen here, so I mean, Chargers got to go quick, but yeah.
2:15.
That pressure is getting to Seton LaSalle last couple
Dashner
possessions.
back to O'Brien off the glass. Can't get it to go. Lonergan with the rebound. Yeah, you're right. Chargers have had a couple looks, but they just can't get the ball to go. There's another travel by Hatton. This young lady travels again. She's easy to pick out with those bright, hot pink shoes.
I'm telling you, I'm going back and watching this game and tallying up how many travel calls there was.
Under 2 minutes to go. Irillo with the dribble gets past Dashner, gets it to Sarah. That ball's knocked out of hands by Daly. Here she comes with the break. O'Brien trails. Daly gets the layup.
And Daly just super active on the top of this 2-3 zone. She's got a ton of runouts.
25 points for Daly. Minute and a half to go. The ball goes into Marino's hands. O'Brien down the lane, layup, good, gets the foul. I think Daly just fouled out. Oh no, they called it on Hatton. Sorry.
That's the thing. O'Brien can make these moves from the elbow. But the one thing that she'll need to learn is when you make those moves and they collapse on you, that's when you got to kick them out.
Jump ball. Ball stays with the Chargers. 1:19 left in this one. And that one, Daly, you can't do that. Daly with another easy bucket, 27 points.
She's got a ton of transition buckets tonight.
Shot by Arillo doesn't go. Prisley Holmes in the lineup for the Chargers as well as Gaelic. Turnaround jump shot, no good. Dominic gets the rebound, under a minute to go. Baseball pass up for Lonergan. 62-42 is the score. Seton LaSalle now just holding the ball with 40 seconds. Back to Daly. Gallagher on her. Don't foul her, and they did. Gallagher picks up her fourth.
They're just letting her pad the stats here.
Yeah.
She's going to be, what, a point away from 30 points shy?
Yeah, you got to figure she hasn't missed yet.
Think she'll miss this one and go tip dunk it for 30?
Well, she missed the first miss from the free throw line tonight.
Got the broadcaster's jinx.
Arillo from the elbow. Can't get it to go. O'Brien put back. That one rattles down. O'Brien's having her a quarter here.
No, she really is.
There's Martin. 12 seconds to go. They hand it to Lonergan. Addy will dribble it around, 7 seconds, and that's how this one's going to end, folks. There's the buzzer. And this one's final, 63-44. If you're a Charger fan, not exactly what you were hoping for, but there were some good things. They just let the game get away. They got a little sloppy and let the game get away.
Yeah, there was just too many careless mistakes by the Chargers, too many turnovers that led to runouts for the Rebels. And obviously Daly started getting hot, but they let her get to the free throw line way too many times. And that's credit to her because she's a great player and she plays angles and spots and knows where she got to be and creates contact. But you know, you can't let somebody get to the line that many times. And then also Curry was having herself a game too before she got injured, and hopefully everything's okay with her. But
I didn't see her on the bench after.
it looked like her parents were taking her out the side door.
Probably get x-rayed, yeah.
So hopefully she's okay. But, you know, those two just dictated a lot. And then Lonergan, she got hot late in the second half and made some threes from the outside. But for the Chargers, I mean, they got away from a little bit what they were going to in that first quarter, where they were able to take care of the basketball, move the ball around the perimeter, find the soft spot. O'Brien was making some plays. They were, you know, winning on the glass, but just ran out. Too many laws where they didn't score.
Well, while we got everybody here, let's go over the scoring and the stats here for this one. First, for the victorious Seton LaSalle Rebels, leading all scorers was none other than Mallory Daly, and she's the real deal, folks. She's got it all. She's got some Division I interest, and you saw the reason why. She has 28, leading everybody, followed by 15 by Tiara Curry, the young lady who left the game with an injury. I hope, and as you said, Christian, hope she's okay. Hope it's not serious. 9 points for Addie Lonergan. She didn't get any points till the second half, and all her points come from beyond the arc. 6 points for Tony Martin, the freshman. And Eva Dominic had 5 points for the Rebels. I was just checking, make sure. Yeah, it was Martin is the freshman. For the Chargers, their leading scorer was Morgan O'Brien. She had 20 points. 10 of those came in the fourth quarter, followed by Leah Parker. 8 points, all in the first half. Leah coming off the bench, scoring 8 points. 7 points for Claudia Irillo. 6 points for Gia Marino. And 2 points for Emily Gallagher and 1 point for McKinley Walsh for the Chargers, 44 points. Again, Chargers go down 63-44 against Seton LaSalle, and Chargers go to 1-3 in the section, 9-5 overall. Seton LaSalle goes to 3-0 in section, 9-3 in overall. So Seton LaSalle proving that they're going to be a force in this section right now. Right now, they're technically tied with Avonworth, undefeated in the section.
Yeah, and Seton LaSalle can play with Avonworth too. I mean, they got the caliber of players, and they're well coached, and I think the Chargers can play with both teams as well. I mean, I know on the scoreboard tonight it doesn't show it, but the Chargers did some really good things tonight, and they shouldn't hang their head. I mean, stay positive, and obviously you have to, because you have to have a short memory and come back and play this next one
Monday.
You know, on the road, which is not easy either, because you got a long trip. You know what I mean? It's one of those games where you can't overlook them. But I thought for the Chargers tonight, Parker showed a lot of life coming off the bench and doing what she did, and I really think that you know, her spark off the bench is something they need to continue to have. And then Gallagher as well, not as good as she's been in the past, but she still added something when she came on the court.
Yeah.
And then you got to find a way. I mean, this team just has to find a way to get scoring from Claudia. I mean, really, a lot of teams cue in on her, and she, you know, had an off night shooting tonight, but she is a spectacular player, and you got to find a way to get her the ball. But O'Brien, I like what she does always.
Yeah.
And she's tough. She's physical.
A battler. She's a battler.
And she just plays hard. And, you know, they need to just get some other contributions from different players. And just got to make shots, find a way to make shots.
Yeah, and it seemed like somebody put a lid on it in the second half for the Chargers. I mean, they were getting some looks that they wanted, but just couldn't get the ball to go down. I think they were rushing their shots a little bit.
Oh, yeah, 1,000%.
Yeah. And
they got to play with more pace and move the ball. I mean, when you're watching these games, it looks like it's so fast. Like you got to slow it down a little bit, have a little bit of more patience, square your shoulders up to the rim. You know what I mean? Set yourself. Too many times we're seeing too many teams just play so fast and just rush. There's no need to rush.
You said it in the first half, Christian, when the Chargers were moving the ball around, the quick short passes. They were getting the better looks.
That's when they were getting good looks.
And then in the second half, they stopped and they started that long, either down the court or cross court passes, and that's when Seton LaSalle, Mallory and Curry and the whole lot of them, Lonergan, they started stepping in front of them and intercepting them, and that's where Daly got a lot of her easy runoff points.
Yeah, and you can't have that. That's the stuff, and it's just about being patient, having more poise, having more execution and better execution on offense. But the more the Chargers are going to see these kind of zones, they just got to find a way to find the soft spot of the zone and move the ball around quick. The pass beats the zone, but you got to penetrate the gaps a little bit. And then when you draw the defenders, then you got to kick.
Well, it's like they used to teach us in hockey. You can skate the puck to wherever you want, but your pass will get there 100 times faster. So it's the same in basketball.
That's the same
pass
thing.
will get there quicker than if you dribble it over there.
Yeah.
So you'll hear us and watch us next on Tuesday night. We'll be back here at the AAC. The boys will be hosting the Eagles from Keystone Oaks right here at 7:30. Be sure to join us. If you can't come out, we'll be here, and I'm not sure if you're going to be here or not, Christian, but somebody will be here with me. And then following that, our next game, it's a boys' week. The boys will be hosting Brentwood right here on Friday night. So Tuesday and Friday is our next two broadcasts next week on the OLSH Sports Network. Be sure to join us if you can't come out and support your Chargers. But tonight, not the way Purple and Gold wanted it to go. Seton LaSalle, definitely the better team tonight. They come out on top, 63-44 against your Chargers. Anything you want to cap it off with?
No, just got to keep chipping away at this thing and don't hang your head. Stay positive for the girls, and for next week for the boys, it's going to be exciting. They got a good section matchups coming in here, so got to get wins.
Yeah, the boys will be down at Seton LaSalle tomorrow night playing down on their gym.
Yeah, which for them, that'll be a tough one, too.
That'll be a tough game,
you
too.
Know what I mean? Well coached over there by Nobby, and those guys got some players as well, so got to take care of business.
On behalf of everybody here, I'm LaSalle saying thanks a lot, everybody, for watching. Christian, thanks for coming out. We'll see you next time. And want to thank, I was going to say Ryan Parker for doing the camera, but he was replaced by one of the players, came over and requested to do the camera work, so Ryan got the night off. So thanks to everybody helping out here. We'll see you on Tuesday night. I'm LaSalle saying thanks a lot, everybody. Chargers lose 63-44 to the Rebels of Seton LaSalle.